Where did I know Reef calls you this, but why Care Bear? Where did Care Bear
I
come from?
don't know.
Do you
have
have
to
a pick?
ask him.
Do
You
you have
have to
like a
ask him. You know what? I think a lot of it, like, again, we talk about random shit,
right?
in our Discord. We talk about random shit. And like, I think I remember having a conversation, about watching Care Bears growing up or something like that. And then Reef being Reef just started calling me Care Bear, and then it stuck. And like now Indy calls me that too. So I think that's just kind of their pet name for me, in the space. But I think a lot of it has to do, like, I think for me and what I do, obviously, like they care about people and like they want, to make a difference in the world. And like, so I think, like, I think in some ways that's kind of associated with who I try to be, um, like I don't say or do things, I care. I care about, people around me and I care about my world and I want to do something about it. And, I think, obviously being in the space and I understand the privilege I have, and I feel in a lot of ways I'm still learning, and growing in this space, but at the same time, I'm very appreciative for the platform that I have, or beginning to have, growing into it, that, I'm being able to have to share these ideas, to force people to care about these issues, but then like having those conversations where like we're able to, hopefully do something about them and then empower people to make that happen. Because again, our politicians are not going to do it for us. Even AOC said, we're not going to do it unless we're pushed to do it. So it's the idea of, okay, let's get together and push them to do the things that we want. But then like at the end of the day, it's like, we want that power for ourselves. We don't want you to kind of tell us how to do it. No, we're going to tell you, or we're going to take it and run off and do our own thing. That's what I want, like, so I think it's just the idea of like, I know I don't, again, you have to ask Reef, but it just came up in the conversation and then it's just kind of stuck and it's just like, I've just gone along with it. I think it's cute though.
He said he just started calling you that one day for some reason. I mean, Reef's pretty random.
Yeah,
I thought maybe you.
It's like, no, the key with Reef many times it's random. So like, so it's just, yeah, he just started calling me that, and then Indy started calling me. It's funny, it's just those two that call me that. But like, yeah, I think just within the space, it's cute. So it's something like, okay, whatever. I just kind of leaned into it. So like, you probably seen, not lately, but like my rants, like my special segment 9 in news, like I always put like, where there's a picture of me, there's usually like Tender Heart Bear like somewhere behind me. So that's just kind of
with
like
the thumbs up.
personal joke. And I have Tender Heart Bear, I'm not sure if you can see it, but on the shelf back here, that I bought too. It's just so like,
Okay.
I think it's cute. But I think, I think it's like, yeah, Care Bears care. And I care about
I
our
just
world. And
assumed you
so,
had like a either like a stars or rainbow tattoo on your belly, and then you just lifted your shirt one day and like, oops, oh, I can't show that, and it's like, oh, you're Care Bear, you're a real one, you're a real, they exist.
Well, funny enough, I've said, I want somebody, and anyone in the chat who has artistic talent, I want someone to make me or can create an anime version of me as a Care Bear. If you're able to do that, I'll love you forever. I've called that out for not for a while, but I think I have to renew, this thing, like I'm looking for it. So again, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna lean into it. So but yeah,
Well,
I mean, like I
we
said,
do know
it's
some artists. We do know some graphic artists. You put that
yeah.
challenge to them, they'll be like, challenge accepted.
The only thing, yeah, I've seen Anthony, I don't want to be grumpy there though, because I don't consider myself, I mean, maybe like
I don't think there was a grumpy bear. I think he's confusing
maybe
it with
depressed.
Smurfs. There's Xanax bear. I know that.
I don't
There's
consider myself grumpy though, you know. So
okay. No, well that's good. Yeah,
um,
I think Anthony was thinking of Smurfs. I think he's combining toy franchises there. So
no, the
uh,
grumpy bear.
there's a grumpy bear. Really?
Hmm.
Why
Hmm.
you always got to have somebody grumpy? There's a grumpy. Was it
There are a lot of them,
the grumpy
but
dwarf?
I
And
think
then
like
you
grumpy stood out because every other Care Bear was just like hi, and he's just like whatever. So
he's
you
over in the
had to have
corner
someone who
smoking
kind of dominated
cigarettes,
that.
and
Yeah,
you're
he
just
was
going,
basically like the Eeyore of like that franchise. So yeah, you always
"What
got
have
to
I
have one
done?"
who's like a little more like
Yeah, just
sedated and moody and just like kind of pessimistic about the
questioning his
world
life
in their way, like
choices.
with how you can be as a Care Bear.
Heavy
So yeah,
drinker, always at the bar picking fights, because he just the pain of a fist in his face kind of overrides the pain of his rotten, forgotten life. I mean, what? Wait a
maybe
minute.
if it was an adult, that should be a thing. Like make a Care Bears cartoon, but make it adult. That
Adult
would be
Care Bears with
interesting.
like real life problems and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
you might be
yeah,
onto something.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, they're like remaking everything. You might as well remake it into something interesting.
yeah, that's
So,
true. I think it would sell too. I think it would be very popular. You put
oh
it on like
yeah,
Netflix or
oh
something like
yeah.
that.
Like it builds
You could
upon
have
that
cursing.
nostalgia, but like in a way, like it makes sense for me. You know, I grew up with it, so it brings that nostalgia, but like more in that adult sensibility. Absolutely, I'll watch it. So
I
yeah,
never watched
someone
Care
get on
Bears.
that. Hollywood, get
I
on
was
that.
I never watched Care Bears. I mean, I think I may have been, I'm a little bit
I
older.
think you were a little older for that, but
Yeah,
yeah, like they
I
came
was
on. Like I was a
that's that
kid, so like
I was
but
watching the pot bears. The pot bears showed up, and they brought pot, and I smoked out with bears. Uh, and they all had ganja leaves on their tummies, and they said they were bears. They may have been just dudes I met at Sonic too. I mean, I could be. Yeah, I don't know. It was very hazy time. It still kind of is to a certain extent, but
that would be if Reef. That would be Reef's bear.
yeah, yeah. Reef would be. He's Stoner Bear. He's
Maybe Indy too, in some fashion.
those two. The Lenny and Squiggy of marijuana. Those guys. So get that reference, youngsters.